Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a Screenwriter's Rant on Nightbooks, a new movie from Sam Rami. It looks pretty sweet. Looks pretty sweet. It's about a witch who traps a little boy in her apartment, and it's a magical apartment that can go anywhere. And he has to write her a scary story every night, or else she'll kill him or turn him into a monster or whatever. So let's talk about it. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. Wokistan, a novel. Hollywoke, another novel. Political satire. And speaking of witches, the Pineys, books 1 through 6. Comedy horror in South Jersey. Tons of witches in there. Check it out at Amazon.com. Ebook, trade paperback, and Kindle Unlimited is free now. So you see the magic apartment goes anywhere, but like he can't get out because it's magic. Makes sense. And you can see the creepy lettering from Sam Rami. I wonder what that font is. Anyhow, there's all sorts of crazy cats and monsters, and this other little girl is trapped there too, and they become friends, and they're trying to get out, but everywhere they go, there's weird stuff. Oh, from producer Sam Rami, so I guess he didn't direct it, but still, it looks pretty good. He has to write a scary story every night in order to survive. Comes out in September. This is what's her name from that Marvel show. I forget the character's name. She's pretty good. I don't know if she's right for this role. She seems a little too young to be a witch. I would have given this role to an old crone. Been a perfect role for an older actress, I think, but maybe at the end we see that she's really hundreds of years old and we see her true age. I don't know. I'm not like the biggest fan of her. I mean, she's okay. She's all right. I associate with her more with Breaking Bad and some of the comedies she's been in. This is supposed to be scary, and she doesn't exude scariness to me. The rest of the trailer does, though. Let me see if I can find her. I mean, they're trying to make her... They make her pretty scary in the trailer, I'll say that, with her wacky powers. It's called Nightbooks. Screenplay by Mickey Doherty, Tobias Ikanas. Directed by David Yarovetsky. Looks really well done. I will say that. September 5th, or 15th. So they got to work together. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she doesn't exude scariness to me. I'm not scared of her. So I don't know if she's the best person to cast for this role. Like Meryl Streep, that would have been a little high end for this movie, but still, she's scarier. Like an older woman, she just doesn't scare me. I don't know why. She doesn't have that scare in her. But they do everything else to make her powerful and scary, I will say, in the trailer. And it looks pretty cool. I would watch this. I mean, anything connected to Sam Rami, I'd at least give it a look. Because generally he's pretty good. I still kind of mad at him for Drag Me to Hell, but I mean, it wasn't even that bad a movie. It just Rotten Tomatoes rated it insanely high for some reason. But the first act is going to be the kid, establishing him as a character and why he writes scary stories, and then he ends up in this apartment for some reason, and the witch basically tells him, you got to write scary stories every day or I'll kill you or turn you into a frog or whatever. So he has to do that, and then the second act he meets the girl who was also trapped there, and then over a period of time they start to explore the strange world that they're trapped in, and they both realize they got to work together to get out, and they try to get out, and a bunch of times it fails, and over the course of the story they realize what they must do, and they say so in the trailer, like he has to write a story that will trick the witch, right? Probably has something to do with what she's looking for. Typically entities like this are looking for powerful magics and whatnot to add to their collection for whatever reason. So he tricks her with some tale of, some potential item, and then demands to know where it is because she's that greedy. And then the third act is them tricking her, and essentially killing her. So it's really a variation on a lot of witch tales. It's a variation on Hansel and Gretel, really, when you think about it. They trick the witch into the oven and then slam the oven shut, and that's how they escape. So this is very similar. Maybe it is Hansel and Gretel. Maybe it's a modern take on Hansel and Gretel, because there's a boy and a girl and a witch. And instead of a house, it's an apartment. Maybe that's what it is. Didn't think of that when I watched it the first time. There's no indication, though, that the house is edible or made of candy. Oh, here you go. She's got an old hand, so maybe they do show her as an old crone at some point. Interesting. And they end up traveling to different worlds where weird stuff happens. Maybe she's obsessed with youth. And that's part of the deal. So it looks cool. I would watch this. It looks fun. It looks really well made. It would be very easy to make this too kiddie and just not entertaining at all. This looks like it's actually entertaining. When I first started watching the trailer, I was like, this isn't going to be good. And then by the end of it, I'm like, this looks actually kind of scary and neat. There's a way to do it that makes it work. If you find that appropriate balance of music and tone and lighting and characterization, you can do it. Even if the characters don't curse, even if you have an actress who I don't think really makes the perfect witch, I think she's a good actress. Maybe this is a breakthrough role for her. I don't know. But it looks good. Nightbooks. I don't know why they call it Nightbooks, though. From producer Sam Rami. Yeah, that guy knows scary stuff. He knows scary stuff. So I'll be seeing this. It's on Netflix. I might as well watch it. I have Netflix for free for some reason. For reasons I still can't quite fathom. So that's it for me and Little Joan. Check us out on Bitchute and Rumble for our other 2 videos today. Very important videos. Can't really tell you what they are because YouTube won't let me say certain things. And so I say them on Bitchute and Rumble, the free platforms.